Welcome everyone. Today we'll be talking about the importance of emotional intelligence for affecting sales or successful completion or closure of sales. What is the role that emotional intelligence play? This is what we will be discussing in this very short video for your understanding. Remember, you should be emotionally very intelligent. You should be aware of your surroundings, about your self-awareness, about your self-management, about the environment, the social relationships, the other things that comes around it. What are the emotions that is being experienced by others who are in vicinity of yours? Definitely yes, and probably this will enable us to nurture relationship. Every relationship that is successfully forged or bonded will result in much higher sales thereby. So exactly, don't you think we all want to enhance our sales capabilities, or why should we go for selling to earn a livelihood? Talking of livelihood, do you think only there's a barter system, or when we are selling a service or when we are providing a service, is selling has been occurring? Probably not. Selling is occurring all throughout the day, all throughout the career, all throughout the life of a person. We all need the skills. Essentially, we need to establish our reputation. Reputation is nothing but selling yourself, your skills, your abilities, your knowledge, your characteristic, your personality, in short. So name it any professional that we are talking about, it we are interested into selling purpose. That is what we will be looking forward to it in this particular presentation. um, People who are responsible active partners in care obtain buy-in, participation in cross-functional abilities, as the case might be. We are looking for sales, the customers are looking for sales, be it in the hospital, it is who are the patient, be it in hotels, who are the guest. Everybody is an active partner in sales, so obtain buy-in. You name it and we have it, and we probably might be making a sale to a one particular person. Let's say we are selling a television to a person, but are we selling the television to the person? Probably no. Why? Because the children are to be brought in, the family has to be brought in, the spouses has to be brought in. So it is basically we're selling to a family the television that we are consuming, or we are basically providing for. Remember, these all are our loyal customers. The consumption, the end consumption of the product, perhaps is the television. That is an example that I've given to you for your understanding. But essentially, the whole family is a consumer because they are consuming the television as a product, as a service. So basically, we're looking to motivate everybody in the community thereby. What is emotional quotient? The question remains, what is emotional quotient? Ability to be aware of our emotions, and most importantly, emotions of the others, and properly utilizing this particular information to guide our thought process, guide our actions, guide our behavior, and that is what emotional quotient is all about. It. What does why is it so important? In fact, I would prefer you should be more emotionally aware than even intellectually aware. If you are emotionally aware, you will be able to react in a fashion that will optimize the environment in your favor, optimize the result and outcome in your favor. So basically, emotional quotient improves relationship, probably through an enriched interaction. It helps in making a proper decision making. When I say it comes up with an outcome which is much or more or less acceptable to every member in the stakeholders, every party, it's a win-win solution that we look into it. And when everybody is winning, don't you think there is a reduction in stress, there is a reduction in undue anxiety? This means that we are expanding options for making more connections, options for making more sales, option for making more relationship, option for making more network, improve network, and this is which results in your career objective, achieving the organizational objective thereof. So emotional quotient matters the most. This presentation, I would love to discuss 12 ways to enhance sales. Now, basically, we know we are talking about emotional quotient and sales management in this particular presentation. So be sensitive to your stress level. Ensure that what you are going through, you might be going through ups and downs when interacting with potential customers. Pay attention to what you are feeling, what these emotions are reveal about. Context, timing, situation, as the case might be. This is what we are actually looking for. Be sensitive. Use self-talk to better manage the fear of rejection. Always coach yourself. Always have positive minds. Probably you are the only person who can talk to yourself in a fashion that nobody else can else do. Now this is nothing but probably is all about self-management. Anticipates. Now this is what you need to go. Anticipate n numbers of responses, all possible options, which your interaction with triggers another, and probably plan to address them. This is what is not only managing others, it is also called of relationship building, which goes around it. So yes, emotional quotients helps you to reduce stress, helps you to get above the situation over and have an overall control of the situation, probably builds relationships and so on and so forth. So one thing which I keep on telling about yourself is when you talk to yourself, when you coach others, you should be coaching only with positive words. Remember, we live in our minds. The word, the narration that we corroborate, we talk, we say, we crisscross in our minds will actually impact our behavior. So, any negative emotions such as judgment, fear, anger, intimidation, which will create a tunnel vision. Possibly, when I say tunnel vision, it's a narrow vision that comes around it. Whereas, when we go about positive emotions such as interest, appreciation, gratitude, humor helps us widening possibilities, make relationship much more cooperative and trusting as the case might be. So in short, what I'm interested in to tell it to my audience of this particular video to enhance your visions. Never be narrow-minded. Never be short-term. Look always for the longer-term benefit. Use the knowledge of your personal hot buttons or triggers to reduce reflex negativity responses. For example, if a condescending attitude is a trigger, don't respond by being angry. Instead, consider what other person may be exhibiting this, what they want to say about you, what they want to say about her, what are the implications that is crisscrossing their mind per se. We'll talk about the next four ways of managing emotional quotient so as to enhance sales is to learn how to approach others, talking with sympathy. Now, people actually approach others with their own point of view. Can we, if we possibly enhance or possibly strive to understand the other person and probably talk to them, interact with them, communicate with them with their point of view in consideration, keeping their point of view in mind. Sharpen your power of observation so that you can better assess others' interest and frame of mind as the case might be. You should be interested in observing what are the minor reflection, deflection, or should I say minor behavior that the person is exhibiting, and it will tell you telltale signs about whether the person is in a happy state of mind or in a stressful state of mind. Probably address it, be empathetic towards them, be show them that you care for them. Use more question than statement to understand other goals, their opportunities, their perception. Emphasize, what I keep on saying is emphasis on others' agenda before your own. People will often obviously buy for their reason, not probably for yours. So you should not be talking about your objective, your features, your advantages, but probably you should talk about their benefits. How do they go about by benefiting the sale, by employing your product, or probably employing your services thereby. So remember that the thing, it is the other's priority as a sales fellow. You need to keep in mind as the top concern and always before your concern. So keep them the first priority thereby. Be authentic in your responses. If you notice that someone is moving away, not listening, or showing other clues that indicate a negative response, modify your approach and avoid pushing, even though they may be of reflexive reaction. So be authentic, be sympathetic, be empathetic, should I say. Be concerned for the people. When you give a reaction, you should never undermine the other undue oppositions or undue viewpoint of the other people, the people in your vicinity. And last but not the least, do not get fixated that you have to achieve sale this time only with that particular person only. Be flexible. There is always a time, and the prospective will eventually become your customers if you keep on persuading. Probably not this time that the sale might happen. So be flexible to respond to the changing dynamics in your interaction. Understand overall context. Remember, social awareness and self-management is the key. to build a wonderful, vibrant relationships. Now, this relationship will actually translate into sales, enhanced sales that we are looking into it. With this, we can uh, come to the ending of this particular video. Probably thanking you for actually going through the video. I'm sure you would have understood what is the role of emotional quotient that plays in enhancing sales performances that you've got to go around it. Be empathetic towards your customers. Be empathetic to their needs, to their requirements. It is not what you want; it is what they want that should be given a priority. And I'm sure with this attitude in your mind, you will achieve the desired sales objective thereby. Thank you once again.